After the death of my father, just getting through the day was tough enough. I'd recently launched a new business that had totally thrust me out in front of people. The last place that you want to be when you're grieving, right? Well, on top of my emotional pain, I had physical pain too. At night time, my entire body would be in agony. I could barely move. My doctors believed that during the day I was able to keep it at bay, but at night time, when I let go of the structure of who I was, my body went into physical shock to try and heal itself. Whichever way we deal with a devastating setback or ongoing pressure that feels like it's just never going to let up, we must comprehend that whatever we do and however we behave, we're creating and establishing new neurological pathways that either teach us to continue to stay that way or break the pattern and choose a different path. Those pathways simply become stronger and stronger the more that we go down them. The more that you grieve, the more that you establish it as a behavior on how to react when something goes wrong, subconsciously or not. Your mind takes on the identity of a wounded person, and that's how you start to behave. But thankfully, you have a choice when you're aware of what you're doing. Take the negative wounded path or the path of strength. Now, I eventually did choose the second one when I became more consciously aware of what was going on. To do so, before I gave up, I had to apply a few simple strategies. This included 3 daily habits. The first one, every night before I went to bed, I'd write a list of 10 things I was grateful for that day, and more importantly, what I was looking forward to for the next. This is simple, and it's designed to retrain your brain to look for the good when it's spent a considerable amount of time ruminating on the bad. Secondly, each day I'd revisit a list of my past achievements. Everything from buying my first home to reaching a fitness goal. I'd remind myself that I was more capable than I'd given myself credit for, then I'd add something else to that list for the day. These were goals that if I was a 16-year-old looking at what I was yet to achieve, would get my 16-year-old self excited about the future, thereby once more disrupting certain thought patterns. And finally, and this is my favorite, I took on a sad song and movie diet, and it's exactly as it sounds. I removed any triggers that would send myself back into a spiral of negative thoughts and behaviors. The easiest and fastest thing you can do to break a pattern when you're in the midst of negative emotions is hitting play on some music that you used to listen to as a teen that would make you smile. For me, yeah, I admit it, it may have been the Spice Girls or Britney Spears. But hey, I'd love to see what your favorite song was back in the day. Anything that sends you back to a time in which everything was okay is by far one of the best ways to interrupt those negative patterns. Keep this up for a while and you'll begin to not only forget what it was that you were worrying about, but you'll also uncover the psychological resources that you need to keep going when you feel like giving up.